Hello, this is Norman Woodstock, Spalding, a bare bones broadcasting company. I'm a radio broadcast host, retired electrician, retired parts store, what do you say, only other employee in a two-man parts store, NAPA, retired janitor, young lad, retired paper boy, retired choir boy, retired altar boy. Retired about everything. Very tired. Rode hard, put away wet. Retired prodigal son. Retired, what do you say, feet that run quick to mischief. My feet aren't quick to mischief any longer. Retired. That's all. I'm not into mischief any longer. I've been reminded I really don't have the character for it, even though I enjoyed some of the mischief. I'm going to, excuse me a minute. Fungus makes your nose run. Not that, I'm toxic. I eat sausage. You know what sausage will do to you? You'll end up toxic. Yep. Nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, I just had a priceless experience I want to remind you of. On the Scalt Network, I am a retired union hand. So there are times I get fed up with something I read or say or comes across, and I will call a local union and complain. And I have done this with the Boilermakers. I found priceless people. Some of the lineman, electrician, local, wonderful people. And in this case, I called the longshoremen that I look up very much to. As a retired union electrician, I look up to union longshoremen. And I called the business agent and approached him as a 10-year-old child to inquire something with him. He was quite offended. I don't know why. I never will know why I struck him that way. I'm sorry I did. And he was quite rude to me. Now, I called his rear end back until I got him to listen to me and reason and reamed him out for being rude in the first place. So he had no business as a human being to be rude, and I was in no position to hurt him in any way, shape, or form. Then we talked about labor issues. And I spoke to him, everything was labor hand, retired, on the position of anybody walking in the shoes of labor, no matter what they're doing, and contractors and contracting, and reamed his rear end out again for negotiating benefits and losing all conditions, and humans are getting paid in benefits right now, getting cheated. And I was in a union meeting in 1968, and the hand stood up and said, please quit taking money out of our check. Don't do it. They owe us this in lieu of wages. We'll go out and buy our own insurance. We'll buy our own doctor. We'll buy it all ourselves. Don't do it. Look what's happened. The prices ballooned. The money went to Asia because they started taking money out of our check in lieu of wages and calling it benefits. And they said they knew how to manage our lives better than we do. How's that work? And the union rep needs to apologize for this for a lot. They have ruined this nation doing it. They've sicked every gangster and negotiated with a gangster contractor they can get their hands on. And may God please damn all contracting and contract living now. Please, Lord, bring us back favor and frequency. Amen. Without favor and frequency, we can't make these contracts work. And here the contract's written where we can't show favor and frequency. That ain't going to work. And we have to. Big time. Just like the Russians getting out of Russia. Showed favor and frequency and snuck around. Now, we don't have to steal from work like they do. No. We just have to cast a lovely aspersion on each other's image and do what we can. In everything we do. And save the reputation of labor in the United States of America now. Because labor in the United States of America has a very tarnished image. Do you want to bet? And it's a false image given by the reps and the contractors. Saying that labor is their overhead. No, you're the overhead contractor. The contractor is the overhead to any exchange. Yeah. And management and people not doing something with their hands are the overhead. And anybody that you need as hands doing something is overhead too. More than labor. Labor is the only non-overhead with this planet right now. And everything else to labor is. You understand? When it comes to building the product, labor don't need you. Why are you here? Phony? And you're lying about labor to exist. All of you. And the union reps are not just exclaiming that. They're negotiating with you. Stupid. And I reamed this longshoreman local union out for that. And I want to tell you something. They tolerated it. They responded to me, and when I said, do you understand? They said yes. They were concerned that my passion was something error in my emotions, and it's not. I've sat in too many bars with too many hands, massive hands, hands that big, in labor, and watched them cry like little 3-year-old children over the situation of labor in the United States of America. I understand. Believe you me, I looked into their eyes and watched them fill with tears, and they streamed down their face. With a beer in their hand. One bad. I've sat with too many coffee breaks and overheard every conversation I had with these people. And if a rep showed up on those coffee breaks in those days, he'd hear a mouthful. And his ears would tingle. Which has to happen. Everywhere. Especially the reps in your nations. And you're all represented, and you're all called unionism, and you're all more communist than you ever hoped to be. And so don't insult communists, because it all works, communism. Yes, it does. And there ain't no difference, and it all has the same representative, and it phonies the same issues in the discussion of living. Yes, it does. And you're all doing it, no matter what you're doing, and monarch, and communism, and unionism, and every union, and every ism. When it comes to the truth, you're phoning it. And you eat it out of an empty cookie jar, international. Want a bat? Shame on you. Plants going dormant with it. These men tolerated that. I'll tell you something what that tells me. This is a priceless nation. This is a wonderful experience. I love creation. They stand up for this nation strong when they can tolerate that. That means they have the wits to understand the difference. This is Nineveh. Jonah stands a chance here. Do you understand me? You are not evil. You are not wicked. You are Nineveh with many neighborhoods. Thank you very much, Norman Woodstock Spalding.